Hello and welcome to another track day tutorial. Today we're at Castle Combe and you're riding on board with Nick, coaching Peter in Peter's fabulous Ariel Atom 4, complete with 350 horsepower and quaiffe sequential gearbox. Castle Combe is a 1.85 mile track and it really rewards a well set up chassis capable of a keen turn of direction and good brakes. As you come onto the circuit, just keep your eye on your right wing mirror. Make sure no fast traffic is coming through because they come through very quickly indeed. We're now going to cut to a flying lap. As we approach the end of the lap, Camp Corner, ready to start a new one. So use all the width on the left following Camp Corner and power down towards Folly. Folly is a flat out kink. Bring the car over to the right, a true apex there, and then use the room on the left as your exit. Bring the car back over to the right as you approach Avon Rise, going uphill and then downhill into a braking zone. Manipulate a nice, safe, straight braking zone for yourself. Off the brake, turning in. Quarry has a very late apex. Bring the car over to the left as soon as you can for farm straight as you approach the S's. You're heavy on the brakes here, down into second. Off the brakes, turning in, feel the weight shift, take some curb on the right, curb on the left, open the steering and power, getting ready for Old Paddock, bringing the car over to the left in order to take a nice smooth entry to the right. Hammer down straight here, says exactly what it says on the tin, hammer down. Fast kink there to the left, manipulate a braking zone here. Off the brakes, turning in, another late apex as you approach Bobby's S's. Bring the car over to the left, accelerate out, but pick your braking zone. Off the brakes there, balance throttle, bit of curb on the right, bit of curb on the left, open the steering and power out there. Westway's a long right-hander, leading onto the Dean straight. Bring the car over to the left, ready for Camp Corner. Take your brave pill. It looks slower than it actually is. Off the brakes there, take a bit of curb, use the full width on the left, as you can see me indicating to Peter, and then feed in the power aggressively as you approach Folly. Turn in, feel the weight shift, and then go really aggressive through there, using width on the left if you need before bringing it over to the right. And then on the brakes here, off the brakes, turn in, carry speed over the hill, and then brake again in a straight line. Off the brakes, turning in, late apex, look for that little cone there, open the steering, and then power out down farm straight as you approach the S's. Stay on the power, pick your braking zone, and stick to it. On the brakes here, down the gears, off the brakes, and turn in. Curb right, curb left. Don't take the tyre wheel with you, open the steering, bring the car over to the left to manipulate a nice line going right for the hammer down straight. Then bring the car over to the right for a flat out little kink here and getting ready to brake hard. You've got no room for error, so make sure you give yourself a safety buffer under the brakes. Off the brakes, turning in for your late apex, and we're going to approach Bobby's S's again. Bring the car over to the left, power and brake. Off the brakes, turn in, balance throttle, take that curb, look through the bend, open the steering and feed in power through Westway and getting ready for the Dean straight. Stay on the power, bring the car over to the left, we're getting ready for Camp Corner again. We're going to just ease on the brakes here, off the brakes, turn in, true apex there, look out wide, get the car nice and wide for your exit. It's going to give you as much stability as possible. Stay on the power, we're going through Folly here and use your exit room, and we're just going to back off now, and that's the end of our session. Very tricky to actually master a lap of Castle Combe consistently. I just want to show you the pit exit here. As you come along Dean Straight, pull off to the left there, you've got this little service road that takes you back into the pit lane. Castle Combe is a brilliant circuit for our MX-5 or RS Clio trophy. So if you fancy doing a day, why not look on our website, realgt.co.uk, spec your track day as you wish, and we'll see you there ready to go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.